What if a photograph could mourn the dead, demand justice, and reshape historical memory all at once? Jennifer Raab's Relics of War, The History of a Photograph, isn't just a study in how an image is created during the Civil War era. It's an indictment, a memorial, and a lesson in what memory can look like. Rob's book centers on a single haunting image, an altar like display of relics recovered by Clara Barton from the Andersonville Prison, the notorious Confederate POW camp. But this isn't just about Civil War history, it's about the afterlife of that war. What objects mean for memory? What photographs speak when humans fall silent? Rob argues that this photograph, the Andersonville relics, transforms from mere documentation into sacred testimony. Through it, we glimpse the pain of incarceration and reconstruction, the racial politics of memory, and the blurred line between art and evidence. She states that, quote, "My interest is in how the photograph itself might function as a relic, what the material and ontological significance of such a characterization could be, and how the relic as object and as photographic image provided a means to contend with the dead of the Civil War." This book became personal for me as I had an ancestor who died of scurvy in the Andersonville stockade in September of 1864. Could my ancestor have used one of these objects in Clara Barton's photograph? Perhaps you had an ancestor who was at Andersonville Prison and within that stockade as well. Does it make you think something similar? Could your ancestor have used something within this image? What I love about Rob's approach is how she fuses academic theory with the kind of storytelling that resonates beyond the ivory tower. She brings in art history and archival studies, but never loses the pulse of raw emotion. Indeed, this book will appeal to a broad audience. Those who are only vaguely interested in Civil War photography, who walk the fields to understand the power of place, and those who are studying visual culture within the academic world of a university. She describes the relic's handwritten nameplates as bending like bones, a poetic gesture that evokes both grief and forensics. And she interrogates why Black soldiers, though present in death, were erased in memory. Clara Barton becomes more than a nurse in this story. She's the emotional curator of a nation's grief. The photograph becomes a battlefield memory. And post war reconciliation, it comes at a cost, especially to those whose voices were never invited into the archive. We're left asking, can a single image indict a nation? Can it mourn? Can it document? Can it protest? All in one frame. Relics of War isn't a typical history book. It's a mirror held to our own methods of remembering. Jennifer Raab reminds us that sometimes the loudest testimony comes from the most silent relic. And photography, far from passive, can be revolutionary.